morning. Today we are going to find the derivatives of the inverse tangent and the inverse cotangent. All right, we did the inverse sine and cosine in a previous video, and the derivation of these derivatives is very similar for each type. But as far as the derivation goes, this is actually the easier of the group to do. So again, we're going to find the derivative of this, but we don't know it at the moment. But we do know the derivative of tangent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the derivative of both sides. Okay? I'm going to take the derivative of both, not the derivative of both sides, I apologize. I'm going to take the tangent of both sides. So I'm going to make this tan y, and when I take the tangent of this side, it cancels out with that, and it just becomes x, just by definition of inverse functions. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take the derivative of both sides. We know the derivative of tangent is secant squared y. And of course we have to put dy dx behind it because we took the derivative of a y, and we're doing this implicitly. And the derivative of x is 1. Well, again, because this is an implicit derivative, we do have to solve for dy dx. So we get dy dx is equal to 1 over secant squared y. Well, again, we cannot leave y in the answer. So we have to do a substitution here to get x back into the problem. And what we have to remember is a Pythagorean identity that says 1 plus tan squared y equals secant squared y. So notice here that secant squared y is 1 plus tan squared y. So what I'm going to do in my derivative is replace the secant squared y with 1 plus tan squared y. Now, we're almost there. We still have to get x into the problem, but you'll notice we have tangent y here, and we know from this part that tangent y is simply equal to x. So we can rewrite the derivative as dy dx is equal to 1 over 1 plus x squared. And there's your derivative. Now, believe it or not, cotangent is the exact same derivation with the exception of, instead of taking the tan of both sides, you're taking the cotan of both sides. And when you take the derivative of cotan, it's negative. So you end up saying then that the derivative of the inverse cosine is negative 1 over 1 plus x squared. Just like that. Okay, 1 plus x squared. That's how straightforward that is. Okay? Well, in general terms, let's talk about that now. In general terms, all right, if we have y equals the inverse tan of u, then the derivative would equal u prime over 1 plus u squared. And then for the inverse tan, of u, okay, the derivative then would be the opposite, or just negative u prime over 1 plus u squared. Okay? And these guys you want to know. Okay? You want to know this, and you want to know this. Those you need to memorize, just like you need to remember the formulas for the inverse sine and cosine derivatives. Okay? So that's all nice. So let's look at a couple of examples. These two are very basic, but very straightforward. So when we take the derivative of this, okay, we have the derivative of u, which is this. Remember, this is your u. So it's the derivative of this over 1 plus u squared. Now, again, this is probably going to be simplified to that. Okay? So this one is just the same, it's just as straightforward. Okay? And that would be negative this time, out front. But notice here that we take the derivative of this, which is negative 8, and we're going to have to deal with that, over 1 plus, again, this is my u, so again, it's the derivative of u over 1 plus u squared. So it would be that. Now, of course, again, this would be simplified, and these two negatives would cancel each other out. And you get 1 plus 64x squared on the bottom. And there you have it. Okay? So very straightforward process. But let's look at a couple of more examples, just in case, to give you a little more heads up on how to do them. So again, this piece inside parentheses is our u. So we say dy dx is equal to u prime, which would be 9x squared plus 2, over 1 plus u, which I'm writing out here, squared. Now, you really don't have to multiply this out. You could if you wanted to, but it's not necessary for this process. So I would leave it here, and most answer keys, you would probably see this as your answer. Now, this one, there's nothing really difficult with this. Okay, it just has the natural log here. So I do 1 over x for the derivative of the natural log, because that's what its derivative is, and then plus the derivative of the cotan. Plus. So I actually need to change this to a minus, because you remember the derivative of cotangent would be negated, and you get that as your answer. So these are pretty straightforward questions, and there's not a lot more that you need to do with them. Of course, you might see product and quotient rule thrown in with some of these, or some other applications as well. But if you remember, the basic derivative of u prime over 1 plus u squared, or for the inverse tan, and for the inverse cotan, negative u prime over 1 plus u squared. You should be able to handle these. All right, have a great day.